everyone, Shelette here with Miss Kerri Messler.
Hi.
Literacy Ladies for Schenectady. Here we are at video number 2. And the topic is really around phonics and phonics instruction this time around.
And so one of the things that we know is that we have provided with teachers with the K through 3 and the 4 through 6 literacy plans. And each of these plans kind of outlines about how much time we should be spending on phonics and phonemic awareness instruction for students in the district.
So let's start with our younger students. Generally, as a rule of thumb, students grades K through 3, they normally would get more phonics instruction. So in our literacy plans, it is laid out anywhere from 50 minutes for kindergarten students all the way down to 20 minutes to our 3rd grade students.
And as we move into grades 4, 5, and 6, we have about 15 minutes as kind of the baseline, but certainly we know that if students require more need for intensive word work, you can certainly grow that amount of time in things like your intervention time. Sometimes you'll see some of these skills spill over in kind of guided reading or skills instructional work that you'll be doing with students.
So one of the things we wanted to remind everyone, remember, this time is very explicit instruction around phonics and the work that needs to be done. So what Kerri and I want to do is show you some of the tools you already have at your disposal, but not limited to help support the work needed. So we have some things we want to show you. Great. So we have our foundation cards. Remember, we have these in K, 1 and 2. Let me show you our 2nd grade ones, okay, to help with our sounds.
We also have these magnetic boards, and we've seen plenty of you kind of using these in your classrooms as students build and grow words in the phonics and phonemic awareness curriculum.
We have some cool little magnetic writing utensils to help start kids with their phonics instruction, just something a little different to have some hands-on fun with.
And then certainly we know that, explicit direct phonics instruction is really important, but we also know that there's really important things that students need to do in order to transfer some of these skill sets over. So, some of the things that we've seen teachers doing is taking some of the read aloud books that they have or some of the work that they're doing either in interactive read alouds or in their guided reading work where they may be using wiki sticks to kind of highlight and outline some of the things that maybe students seek and find, some of the patterns that they've been learning about. But these are definitely authentic ways to kind of transfer some of the skill sets that they're learning kind of in isolation into something of real practicality in their authentic reading experiences.
So now we want to hear from you. What do you use to help support the phonics instruction in your classroom and in your learning environments? Because it's not a one-size-fits-all, and one tool might work for one group, might not work for another. But the district has provided you with support. So now we want to hear from you.
Sure. So if you're on something like a social media page like Twitter, feel free to kind of tweet at Shelette and I about something that you're doing in your classroom, maybe a photograph that you want to share with us, or some of the students' work that they're manipulating with wiki sticks, some read alouds that you found to transfer some of the phonics patterns into, and feel free to tag us with hashtag Schenectady Reads. Or you can certainly always send us emails of suggestions and photographs, and we'll definitely want to display those on our webpage if you were open to it.
Because remember, group, there's so much more to phonics instruction than cutting and pasting. We got this. We can do this together. It's a heavy lift. But you got Kerri and I. You have building leaders. We're all here to help. So let us know if you need anything.
Take care.
All right. Bye, everyone.